Okay, good day everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tochi, and in today's video, we'll be looking at Charles' law. Now, previously I did a video on Boyle's law, but in today's video, we'll be looking at Charles' law. Now, what is Charles' law or state Charles' law? Now, Charles' law states that the volume of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to the temperature. The volume, which is given as V, is directly proportional to the what? Temperature, provided the pressure is constant. Now, what does this mean? It means that in terms of Charles' law, there are two things we usually focus on. That is what? The volume and the temperature. If a question is given to you on pressure, when I mean pressure, let's say millimeter mercury. This mmHg, it means millimeter mercury. So when you see a question and something like this, 600 millimeter mercury, this is your pressure. Okay, so you are not focusing on it. You are only focusing on what? The volume and the temperature, which can be in degrees Celsius or in Kelvin. Are you with me now? So the formula we use in solving questions on Charles' law is V1 over T1 equals to V2 over T2. So if a question is given to us on Charles' law, this is the formula we usually make use of. Now, let us see a question on Charles' law. Now, there is a question on the board based on Charles' law, and now let's look at it. They said 20 centimeter cube of a gas at 55 degrees Celsius exact 160 mmHg. Like I said, that mmHg means millimeter mercury. Now, sometimes you might not see it as mmHg, you might see it as atm. So this one represents atmospheric pressure. So 1 atm equals to 760 millimeter mercury. So you can see it as atm, you can see it as this particular part. So let's move on. They said at the same pressure, calculate the volume if the temperature is doubled. Like I said very, very well, in Charles' law, we don't focus on pressure. Where's the pressure here? We don't focus on pressure. We only focus on volume and temperature. And if a temperature is given to you in degrees Celsius, you have to convert it to Kelvin. It must not be in Celsius. Are you getting me now? So the formula we use is what? V1 over T1 equals to V2 over T2. So your V1 represents your first volume, also with your T1, your first temperature. V2 is your second volume, and T2 is your what? Your second temperature. Now, your V1 is what? 20. That is the first volume given to us over here. So you have 20 over T1 is what? 55 degrees Celsius. So we have to convert it to Kelvin. And how do we do that? We just add 273 to what? 53, 55. So 273 plus 55. What do we have? 3 plus 5 is what? 8. 7 plus 5 is what? 12. 2 take 1. 2 plus 1 is what? 3. That is 328. You come over here. 328 equals to V2. That is the second volume. Is it given to us? Calculate the volume. No. So we don't write it as what? V2 over the temperature. Is it given to us? They said if the temperature is doubled, that means the first temperature times 2. If they said triple, that is what? Times 3. So 55 times 2 give you what? 110. So now I'm going to convert this because it's in Celsius. I'm going to convert to what? To Kelvin. So how do I convert it? 273 plus 110. 3 plus 0 is what? 3. 7 plus 1 is what? 8. 2 plus 1 is what? 3. I'll come over here. 383. So what is the next thing? Cross multiply. This times this and this times this. So we have 383 times 20 over 328 equals to V2. Now, okay, 23.35 centimeter cube. So don't forget that unit is very, very important, centimeter cube, because it shows that what we got is the volume. So this is our answer. Now I'm going to make a quick recap. A question is given to us, right? They ask us to get the temperature. And now, sorry, they ask us to get the volume. And now this question is on Charles' law, like I said before. They said 20 centimeter cube of a gas at 55 degrees Celsius exact 160 millimeter mercury pressure. At the same pressure, calculate the volume if the temperature is what? Double. Like I said, we don't focus on pressure. We are focusing on what? Volume and temperature. So the formula we use is what? V1 over T1 equals to V2 over T2. So I got what? 23.35 centimeter cube as my V2. Are you with me now? So I want to do the next one on the board. Okay, now, so I want you to try this question and tell me your answer. The question says the volume of a given mass of a gas at 30 degrees Celsius is 600 centimeter cube. Okay, if the pressure remains constant, determine the temperature when the volume is 800 centimeter cube. Now, I want you to follow the same way I did the other one. Now, use that and answer this question. So once you are done, tell me your answer in the comment section. So my name is Tochi. I'm a science tutor. If you want to register for my private class, you can message me using the number on your screen. So see you in my next video. So don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to receive more videos like this. See you in my next video. Bye.